how to change the controller mode at the WeatherTrack controller. Today, we're going to discuss how to change the controller mode while you're standing at the controller, or more specifically, if you find the controller in winterized, how to turn it back on. To begin with, when talking about the WeatherTrack controller mode, you're talking about what is the controller doing in the field right now. Most frequently, this is telling me about the communication status of the controller, telling you whether it's online or offline, right? Or communicating or not communicating. But today we want to discuss a few controller modes that you can manage from the off menu at the controller or standing at the WeatherTrack. Specifically the off, the winterized, and the shutdown. Along those lines, there are also different things that you might be doing in the field that would change the controller's status, like manual irrigation or adding a rain pause. Furthermore, there's a controller mode that tells you that the customer support team has identified that your controller needs an update. Now, notice each one of these controller modes has its own icon. This controller mode icon follows the controller around on both WeatherTrack.net and WeatherTrack Mobile to let the user know what is your controller doing right now in the field. Sometimes we're in the field and don't have access to the cloud features at WeatherTrack Mobile and WeatherTrack Central. Like if you're an irrigation tech and you find yourself going out to the site to turn the irrigation system on for the spring, you might want to change the controller mode from winterized to online so that you can use manual irrigation to run through and test the system hardware and make sure that everything's running efficiently for the upcoming irrigation season. To do this, we would push the run button or start by looking at the run screen. And you see here in the upper right hand corner the word winterized displayed, which means the controller mode for this controller is winterized. That's what we're looking to fix, which happens on the off menu. So we'll hit the off button. And when you go to the off menu, you'll immediately see that the controller is winterized, and it will ask you to hit the asterisk button or the star button to resume. So I hit that star button, and that changes the controller back to on or online. Now, both scheduled irrigation will resume, and you'll be able to run the system manually by going to the manual test button and selecting the station that you want and turning on a station by adding minutes. So again, to turn that controller from off to winterized, we'll hit run, off, then star to turn that controller from winterized back to on. And just as a reminder, if you're changing your controller mode on WeatherTrack Central, you would do it from the Smart Irrigation tab and the Manage Controller page, where you would see the advanced options and change your controller mode there. Or you can do it from WeatherTrack Mobile by going to the Controllers page, selecting your controller mode, and changing it there.